Hi, greetings, it's the Overwatch. Today I wanted to share with you a list of ways to attune with the divine. This was given to me by my first Wiccan High Priestess in the first coven that I was a part of, and I really enjoy the list. There's 5 basic, it's called, I'll read it, it's called 5 Wiccan Path to Attune with the Divine. It's just 5 basic ways that the Wiccan may attune with the divine, and I think this could apply for Druidry or even Christian or any kind of, mostly pagan path. It's very nature oriented. It's not necessarily specific for Wiccan, and there certainly are more than these 5. But this is just a list, a simple list that was given to me, and I liked. And I'm going to just one at a time. The first one is offering to the Lord and Lady, or God, Spirit, whatever you source. I had a long time with the concept of offering just to deity for a long time. I didn't mind doing because I've been involved in Obia and Voodoo, and they have the Loa and the Orisha, and giving offerings to them. I have no problem with that because they're spirits, they're not God. But to give offerings to God, that kind of bothered me. And so where I've kind of learned to pick this, offerings are not necessarily because deity needs them, or more of a act of being grateful, of showing that you're willing to give of yourself, or something that you own, or something precious to you, in order to honor God. And so offerings could be a lot more than just necessarily food offerings that you see people pouring out your wine or stuff like that. It could be, going out in nature and cleaning up the area, taking care of a space. Could be showing kindness of love to others. So things like that. That's what I consider offerings to the divine, and that's really a really powerful way to attune with the divine, by doing good deeds and kind things, and that becomes an offering to the divine. The second path is celebration of the lunar, solar, and seasonal cycles. Basically, when you celebrate the phases of the moon and the different ways it's seasonal, and the sun and stuff, nature, moves, you can attune with the divine. The divine created that and is present in that, yet separate from it. And so by honoring those cycles, you can honor the divine. You can attune with the energy. The third path is prayer, invocations, spells, dance, song, poetry, music, and Glossolalia, or speaking in tongues. This is basically communication with the divine. I mean, that's really basic of all these are, different ways. We can communicate with the divine in many ways, through dance and song and poetry and music, prayer, invocations, or even Wiccan spells. They can use to communicate with the divine, to talk to them, and for the divine to speak to you. I think that can be, a really powerful thing. That's kind of really one of the basic ways to communicate with the divine is, talking to him. Talk to the Goddess, Trinity. The fourth one is stones, herb, incense, charms, and potions. Again, this is nature. Getting out in nature. Stones and herbs and the plants and nature. They all have a vibrant energy in them, so a Wiccan, uses these things in their craft. They use stones and herbs and charms and different, potions, which are fusions of herbs and stuff. And these things can be used to attune with the divine just as much as anything else. The fifth and last path is contact with nature, wildlife, and service to the Earth, our Mother. Again, if the deity is present in nature, in wildlife, then we want to be around these things. We can get close to God by being in what He created. The Earth Mother. The Earth Mother is itself a created entity, but yet it is also a symbol of the higher power. So, because all things are provided. So when we serve the Earth Mother, when we clean things up again, we can make that an offering to the divine. And I just kind of wanted to share those, 5 things, because they really have touched my life and my heart. And they were just ways that I've learned to attune with the divine, and hope they help a little. Blessings.